Hello students, in previous video we have proved laws of reflection using Huygens wave theory. Now in this video we are going to prove laws of refraction using Huygens wave theory. So since it is a refraction, there will not be a reflecting plane surface, it will be a interface between two medium. So we take two medium here, one is rarer and the other one is denser comparatively. So we can see refraction of light either going from rarer to denser or from denser to rarer. We can prove it for any of the case. I am doing it for rarer to denser. It can also be proved for denser to rarer in the same manner. So the medium I have taken here, the light is passing from rarer medium to denser medium. Now the speed of light in rarer medium is v1, in denser medium it is v2, and since it is rarer, that means the speed of light v1 is more than v2. Okay, so this is a situation we have. This plane surface xy, I am naming it as xy, it represents the interface between the two media, and SA, this is the light ray incident on the surface, and AB is the incident wavefront. So we consider a plane wavefront AB incident on a plane surface xy. Now this xy is separating two medium 1 and medium 2, out of which the 1 is rarer and the 2 is denser. Speed of light in that media are v1 and v2 respectively, such that v1 is greater than v2. Now the wavefront in this case first strike at point A. This is point पर ray पहले पहुंचेगी. At that time this ray will be at B. So incident ray or wavefront first it strikes at point A, then at successive point towards C. This ray will incident at point A first and this one come to point C later on. It will take some more time. If that time is t, then the extra distance travelled by this ray will be v1t. Okay, this is v1t. Now in case of reflection, the ray bounce back from here, but this is refraction, such that the light ray is passing from rarer to denser. So instead of going back, light ray will move to the other medium or to the denser medium, such that it bends towards the normal. So according to Huygens principle, from each point on AC, here each point on AC will act as a source of secondary wavelet, and the secondary wavelet start growing in the second medium instead of the first, because it is refraction. So this time secondary wavelet will grow like this in the secondary medium or the denser medium, and the speed of it will be v2 in that medium. Now the disturbance take time t to travel from B to C. If the disturbance take this extra time t from B to C, in that time span, utne time mein the secondary wavelet from point A will grow in the second medium and will travel a distance or will create a hemisphere of radius v2 into t. So the secondary wavelets from point A must have spread over a hemisphere of radius AE, which is equal to v2 t. Now AE is the radius in the second medium, that's why we are using the speed v2 for that second medium. If we take a tangent plane CD drawn from point C over this hemisphere of radius v2t, then this tangent plane CE, if we take a tangent plane CE over this hemisphere of radius AE, then we get the new refracted wavefront. So the tangent plane CE drawn from point C over this hemisphere of radius v2t, it will be the new refracted wavefront. Now the angle of incidence and angle of refraction we have considered as I and R. Then in right angle triangle, if we consider the right angle triangle ABC, so in that right angle triangle, sine of angle BAC, or I can say sine of angle I, it will be equal to, so now in this case sine of angle I will be equal to, we know that it is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular here is BC and hypotenuse is AC, because this is the 90-degree angle, because ray is always normal to the wavefront. So this is 90 degree and perpendicular is BC and hypotenuse is AC. So sin I को हम लिख सकते हैं, the value for sin I will be BC upon AC. Now from right angle triangle AEC, similarly from triangle AEC, again if we have to find sine of angle R, this is angle R by geometry, so sine of angle R will be again perpendicular upon hypotenuse and its value will be AE upon AC. Okay, its value will be AE upon AC, because this is the perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. This time this angle is 90 degree, as tangent makes 90-degree angle with the radius of a sphere. Alright, or we can say that radius is normal to the tangent. So now we have the value of sine I and sine R already, and for Snell's law or for the law of refraction we have to take the ratio. So sine I upon sine R, if we solve this, we get BC upon AC upon AE upon AC, and it will be equal to BC upon AE. Now the value for BC is V1t and the value for AE is V2t. So it will be V1t upon V2t. On solving we get sine I upon sine R is equal to V1 upon V2, and the ratio of speeds V1 and V2 can be given as the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1, or it is a constant. So it is 1 mu 2 and its value is a constant, and this is the required Snell's law. So this law is proved for refraction. That means the constant, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant, and it is given as the refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. This is one law. Now the other one is, since the incident ray is SA, which is normal, which is perpendicular to the wavefront. Okay, incident ray is SA, which is perpendicular to wavefront. Normal AN is perpendicular to the surface XY, and the refracted ray AE, okay, refracted ray AE, this is perpendicular or normal to the refracted wavefront CE, means SA, that is incident ray, it is normal to the incident wavefront AB. The normal AN is normal to the or perpendicular to the plane XY, and the refracted ray AE is perpendicular to the refracted wavefront CE. Now by observing this we can say that since these are respectively perpendicular, so they all lie in the plane of paper or in the same plane. That means these all lie in plane of paper, or we can say the incident ray, the normal and the refracted ray lie in the plane of paper, that is the same plane, which is the another law of refraction. So we have proved two laws. First, that the normal, the refracted ray and the incident ray at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane, that is the plane of paper here. This is the first law. And second law is the Snell's law, which is the sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction. If you take the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction, it will be a constant, and that constant will be equal to 1 mu 2, that is the refractive index of second medium with respect to the first medium. So that's how we can explain refraction using Huygens wave theory. That's it for the video. For further videos, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.